Hi.
Hey Michelle, Mark Zoller, thanks for having me by today. Mind if I come in?
Yeah, sure, come on in.
Awesome, should I take my shoes off?
No, that's fine.
Okay, are you sure? Really not a problem at all?
Yeah, it's okay. I've got pads.
Okay, all right, so thanks for having me in. And what I would like to do today, first I want to sit down with you and chat and talk about your goals a little bit and
Okay.
what your plans are so that we're on the same page there.
Mhm.
After that, I'd like to take a tour of the house.
Okay, awesome.
And then we can sit down, kind of decide together what price we should list the house as. Does that work for you?
Sounds good.
Perfect, sounds good. So let's have a seat. Is it right over here okay?
Perfect. Kitchen table.
Perfect. All right, so when we last talked, you had mentioned that you were planning to move to Colorado.
Yes, I am.
Awesome. Whereabouts?
Yeah, probably the Boulder area.
Boulder.
Yeah.
Nice. Colorado's beautiful. I've been there a number of times.
It is. Fan of the mountains.
And you're a hiker, so you're planning to move there to do a little hiking and snowshoeing and
Yep.
stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome. Do you ski?
I don't. I snowboard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So doing a little snowboarding too?
Hopefully.
Sounds like fun. Well, you're gonna have to invite me out there because
Absolutely.
right up my alley. Not snowboarding, but now you said ideally you wanted to be in Colorado by June. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And what's so important about getting there for June?
I just want to get a chance to enjoy the summer out there.
Nice.
Before it starts getting colder again.
Okay, perfect. And just a quick question: do you need to sell this house in order to move out there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is if we sell this, quickly, if we get this sold in a matter of a week,
Mhm.
does that pose a problem for you?
I mean, I don't really have anywhere to stay out there yet, so I would just need to find somewhere to go first.
Okay. So you want to find a place first.
Yes.
Okay. And you need to sell this place in order to buy out there, but you want to be able to identify where you're going first as well.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you could get me do you have an agent maybe that I could talk to out there?
Absolutely. Happy to connect you with another agent or network out there.
Perfect.
Yeah. Now you mentioned on the phone that you were hoping to sell for $400,000. Is that right?
Yes.
Perfect. And just to confirm, you said $50,000 is what you owed on the
Yeah.
house. Okay.
Yep.
Great. Perfect. I appreciate you sharing all that with me, and I just want to make sure that we're really on the same page, and that way I know what your goals are and what you're planning to do. So I'd like to take a tour of the house now.
Perfect.
Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
And while I do that, what I'd like for you to do is look through our marketing plan.
Okay.
And that way you get an understanding of what we're planning to do with your property. I'm going to go around. I'm going to take some notes, and if there's anything that you want to share with me about the house, we can go with that after you decide to list with us. Does that sound good?
Perfect.
Perfect. Michelle, you have a great house. I love the place. Is that a climbing wall that you have in the garage there?
Yeah, it is.
Nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Why are you going to Colorado? You got a big mountain in your garage there.
Yeah, well, I want the challenge of the higher elevations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I noticed the kids' rooms. How old are your kids?
Yeah, got a 5-year-old and a 12-year-old.
Awesome. Do they know about the move yet?
They do. They're excited.
They're excited.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's cool. So, you have a beautiful home, and from here, there's a couple things that I wanted to talk about. There's 3 things that could happen at the end of the meeting today.
Okay.
First thing, you're going to decide to list with us, which that'll be great if you do decide that. We would certainly appreciate that. The second thing that could happen, and obviously we don't want this to happen, but you might decide not to list with us. And then lastly, if for some reason I can't get you the money that you're looking for, or I don't think that I can sell your house in the time that you're looking to sell it, I might not decide to take your listing. And any of those things is all okay, right? So let's decide together how your house should be priced.
Alrighty.
Sound okay?
Sounds good.
Perfect. So I brought some homes with me today, and we're going to go through them. But the first part is we're gonna look at some active listings,
Okay.
homes that are currently on the market, so that we know who you're competing against, right?
Okay.
Okay, and then after that, we're gonna start digging into homes that are under contract and homes that have recently sold.
Okay.
And with the homes that have recently sold, it's, those are important because it's gonna tell us, what an appraiser might actually appraise the house for and what a buyer really is willing to pay for your house.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds good.
All right. So, do you know how buyers determine value for a property?
Honestly, not specifically.
No. So, I mean, realistically, they're gonna go through your house and they're gonna look at the features that you have and the benefits that you have, and they're gonna compare it to other properties that, that might have recently sold that they're aware of, or other homes that are on the market, right?
Okay, that makes sense.
And they're gonna, depending on if your home has nicer benefits or nicer features than those other homes, they're gonna increase the value of your property in their mind.
Okay.
If the other home has nicer features or nicer benefits, they're gonna decrease the value in their mind. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Perfect. So, for example, if you go to the car dealership,
Okay.
and you're looking for a new car, you find, what kind of vehicle do you drive?
A Subaru.
Subaru. All right, you find that nice Subaru. It's in the dealership. I don't know how expensive your car is, but it's in the dealership for $50,000, right?
Okay.
Okay. And you're shopping around. You see that vehicle, $50,000. All right, I like this thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you see another vehicle at another dealership, same exact car, same thing, same color, same everything.
Okay.
Also listed at $50,000.
Okay.
This one has heated steering wheel and heated leather seats.
Okay.
Okay, so which one is more valuable?
Definitely gonna want those heated seats.
Especially around New England, it's
Yes.
cold here. Now, what if the first dealership that you went to that had that $50,000 car that didn't have the heated seats, didn't have the heated steering wheels, they dropped the price down to $40,000.
Okay.
So you got a $40,000 vehicle,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have a $50,000 vehicle with the heated seats. Which one becomes more valuable?
40. I'm guessing it doesn't take 10 grand to heat a car.
Exactly. So, you're gonna ultimately decide that $40,000 car is more valuable. Same thing is gonna apply when people are searching for homes. They're gonna compare the features and benefits and figure out the value based on that.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay. So let's dig into to these homes here and price out your house then.
Okay.
All right. So you have I have 3 homes with me today.
Okay.
One of them is currently on the market, and the other 2 have recently sold.
Okay.
Okay. And we're going to start with this one here.
Okay.
Now we got that property there. Are you familiar with that property?
I know the neighborhood, not
You know
that
the
house.
neighborhood?
Yeah.
Okay. So you haven't seen the house online, or you don't know any there. Okay. So that house actually was built in 2019, so a lot newer than your home.
Okay.
And you see here how many bedrooms that you have.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot like yours. Same thing with the bathrooms. You got 2 baths as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now the square footage on this one is 1,512 square feet. That's actually a little bit smaller than yours.
Okay.
But again, it has that 2-car garage, newer house. What do you think of this kitchen here?
Wish mine was as nice as that.
It's a nice kitchen, and they certainly have some quality floors going through the house as well.
Yeah, they look nice.
Yeah. How do you think your house compares to this one here?
Well, I mean, the condition's not as nice, but it is, like you mentioned, a little bit bigger.
Actually, this is the one that didn't have the garage. I apologize.
Oh, okay, so so then, I mean, I guess, theirs is newer and a little bit nicer, but mine's bigger, and that garage is a big deal in New England, I think, so.
Yeah,
I feel like mine's
absolutely.
probably a little bit nicer than that.
Okay. All right. So you're thinking a little bit nicer than this one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this property right over here.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about this next one here. All right. So this house here, are you familiar with this home?
Yes. Yep. I
Yeah,
drive
you
right,
are.
Drive right by that one.
Oh, nice. All right. Have you ever been inside?
No.
You haven't? Okay.
No.
Have you seen like pictures online or anything like that?
No, honestly, I've been looking just in Colorado.
All right. Well, this house actually closed a few months ago. Almost new on this one as well, only a couple years old.
Okay.
And you see the number of bedrooms and bathrooms on this one.
Mhm.
I think that actually has an additional bathroom from what you have, is that right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Size is pretty similar. It's about 1,600 square feet, so a little bit smaller than your house, but very close.
Mhm.
And then look at the acreage there.
Yeah, it's more land.
Yeah, definitely more land. Now this house, look at the kitchen on this one. What do you think of that?
It's new and shiny. Mine's
Yeah.
not.
So, very, very beautiful home. Obviously, a little bit newer.
Mhm.
How do you think that your home compares to this one here?
I think that one's unfortunately a little bit nicer than mine.
A little bit nicer. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I would agree because that kitchen and the fact that it's a little bit newer and has a little more land, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So we're gonna stick this one over to this side.
Okay.
That one's priced a little bit higher. We think this one's probably priced a little bit lower.
Okay.
And then we've got this house here.
Okay.
How about that house? Are you familiar with that one?
I'm not actually.
Okay.
I'm not sure where that neighborhood is.
Okay. Well, it's in a neighborhood a lot like yours. It's got the
Okay.
cul-de-sac and everything like that. This one is actually a couple years older than the other two,
Mhm.
so about 5 or 6 years old.
Mhm.
Actually, a little bit larger than your house, but really, it's the same size.
Okay.
And you see the acres on that one as well.
Yeah, it's got some more land in that extra bathroom again.
Yeah, more land, the extra bathroom, and look at the interior pictures of this one here.
That one is real nice.
Yeah, they did a lot of nice work in that one. I actually I've been inside there. It's a beautiful home. So how do you feel your house compares to this one here?
Yeah, unfortunately, I think that one's probably a little nicer than mine too.
Okay, so let's set that one aside with this one. We're thinking that your home is less value than these two properties, a little bit more than this one, right?
Yeah, that would make sense.
Okay, so this house right here was listed at $375,000. We know that we're higher than that, right?
Yeah.
And then we have these two houses here, which were listed at $420,000 and $430,000, and we've decided,
Probably not quite there.
not quite there. So a
Okay.
little bit less. So based on what you're seeing here,
Okay.
what are you seeing for a price point, you think?
Well, I mean, that 395, 400 range is right in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, this house, again, smaller. It was actually a modular home. I think we're definitely priced, a decent amount higher than that one. No
Mhm.
garage, so certainly more value on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then these ones with the additional acreage and newer, beautiful inside, beautiful interior.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, I'd mentioned wanting to get that 400. Does that sound realistic?
yeah, I think that's appropriate. So
Okay.
let's go ahead and put that $400,000 price tag on there. You ready to move forward at 400 today?
Yeah, I mean, you can get me the price I want.
Awesome. So let's get things started then.
All right, awesome. Thank you.